tell you guys the story of how Ed and I met. And this year it'll be 26 years ago, so we were, I was in history class in high school, in grade 10, and one day this new kid comes into the class, and he was like, he had like the leather coat. He was like the cool guy, the tough guy, the whatever. So anyways, I just had to find out who he was and all that shit. And we started going out. And so then like a couple weeks had passed, and I had this friend that she was supposed to come with me because he had his own apartment. So she was supposed to come with me on that Friday to his place. And my story was to my parents that I was going to be staying at her house for the weekend, because I'm not from Sudbury. I'm from Killarney, so it was like a good, 45 minutes to an hour away from Sudbury. So, that part was okay. But then that Friday came, and it's like, oh, you still coming with me to whatever? Oh, no, she changed her mind. So, was I supposed to do? Go home or still go to his apartment? So, I told him I was still going, and he did say to me, you know what, you might not like it. And I was like, oh no, like I'll go, because, I thought, like I have to, but I really wanted to go to his place. So anyways, we get to his place, and it wasn't how I envisioned it would be, but like it was just like a bachelor apartment, and let's just say like I did all his dishes for him because they just were sitting there all gross like, and I guess it was, a teenager, like a guy's place. I just didn't expect it like that. Anyways, he let me know a little bit after we got there, and after I, did the dishes up for him, that, some of his friends would be coming over, and I didn't really care. But then he's like, because he has these fights in his living room. Now, let me back up just a bit. When I was trying to get his number, when I got his number from this one kid that knew him, he told me, oh yeah, like you gotta watch out with this guy, I know him, and he's like this fighter, or not fighter, but anyways, so I was like, okay, so a little while after his friends show up, and they're pushing the love seat out of the way, and just make it like this big square. And I'm just there. I'm just standing there watching, right? Like, what the fuck's gonna happen? And So I guess my understanding, somebody was to show up, but I guess, well, obviously they backed out. So, you know, his friends are like doing whatever. Son of a bitch. That could have been bad. Anyways, so like they're just horsing around and everybody's just doing whatever. And it wasn't like overly loud or anything. And like to picture, so like these places where it's like you go up all these stairs and then there's like 3, I think, places in the front. So like here, here, and here. And then there was like somewhere this hallway that led to like maybe, well, maybe there was like, I don't know how many were back there, but like they weren't like fancy places or anything. They were just places. And you gotta remember, this is in the early 90s, so it's not like how apartments are. Anyways, so after, you know, whatever, and like the guy that was on like over on this side of him, like bangs on the wall, like, you know, like maybe to shut up or keep it fucking down, I don't know. And they just like continue on doing whatever. And then, so then like nobody was even being loud at that time. Like we were watching like a movie or something. I don't know, something like that. That's what I remember. And you're like this tap, tap, tap on the picture window. And so his one friend gets up and like goes to peek out. And he turns around and he says, "The guy's got a gun." And he was dead serious. He just knew that this guy on the other side had this fucking gun. So Ed and I were on the couch that pulled into a bed, but we were on, like just sitting on there watching TV. Anyways, everybody shuts up and it's like, get on the fucking ground. Now, I don't know what to fucking do. Like, I'm not from the fucking city or anything. So, like, he, like, get on the fucking ground and he's like, I'm there. Like, I'm down there. And he, like, looks at me and he's like, don't fucking move. So then he says to his friend, which is closest to the telephone, call the fucking police. Call them. So his friend's, like, picks up the phone and calls the police. And, but his friend doesn't know what to say on the phone because he's all fucking scared. And he's just going like, So fucking Ed reaches over, grabs the phone, says like there's a fucking guy outside the fucking door, outside the place with this fucking gun, like a shotgun. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was a shotgun. So, you know, everybody's quiet. The guy goes back into his side. Now the fucking cops are coming. Now, this joint, I don't know. So, okay, so the cops are coming. So, you know what, like, they do whatever, and then Ed looks at me and he says, get in the closet. And I'm like looking at him like, what? Like, get in the fucking closet, get in there. So they put me in a closet, like threw fucking coats on me and whatever, like just cover up with whatever's in there. Because I was 15 at the time and he was 16 at the time, and I would have been in a lot of shit for being at somebody's, especially a guy's house. They would have called my parents, would have to come and pick me up 45 minutes away. So he opens up the closet door one more time, like telling me that the cops are there. Just be quiet. Okay, so there I am sitting in the fucking... Okay, so I'm sitting there scared shitless. I can hear the cops, you know, asking him and his friends what their names are and birth dates and like what happened and who saw what. And there I'm just like whatever. And I can hear them. And okay, and this place is not that big. Like you walk in the front door and there's like your little living room. There's a kitchen and there's a bathroom. And then over here is the closet where I was. And it wasn't very big. So, shit. Now the cop fucking says, anybody else here? No. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, please don't open the door. Whatever you do, don't fucking open the door. So what happens? So there's the closet there and there's a stove over here, and in the middle of it was the table and chairs. Well, the cop, out of the chairs that were there, he had to sit like with his back against the closet door. I think a couple times I just held my breath as long as I could, and because anyways, so anyway, they arrest the guy next door because he had like all these guns and loaded guns and he was drinking and whatever. And that is how I met Ed. And it's been great ever since. There's a lot more stories I can tell you guys, but I'll wait. Yeah, that's how Ed and I met in 1993 in his apartment well, not building, his apartment, his bachelor apartment. That to like think back of it now, it was like pretty neat. Like, I'm glad I went to his house. And that's it. Bye.